So let's learn the circle theorems bit by bit. The first one, we're running of the first theorem that says the angle at the center is twice the angle at the circumference. So what do you do with these circle theorems? These theorems are already made standard that you can use to work out circle problems, especially when the circle has to do with geometrical figures. Okay, so you can use these theorems to solve the circle problems, and that's why we call them the circle theorem. They are standard that work for your circle problems. So the first theorem we're looking at today says the angle at the center is twice the angle at the circumference. Okay, we can see a circle here, right? We can see the circle here. Then we can see the angle in the middle of the circle. So this theorem is saying that when you have a circle and you have an angle in the middle, the angle in the middle is twice of this angle within the circumference. So anywhere you see a circle and you see an angle that is pointing to the circumference and one is at the middle, the one at the middle is two times. Twice means two times the one at the circumference here. So this is circumference and this is the middle. So the one in the middle is twice the one at the circumference. Okay, so next thing we need to do is that whatever number you have here, you multiply it by 2 to get this one. So if here is 20, then this angle here is 20 times 2, which is 40. If here is 40 now, let's say here is 40 and here is unknown. How do we find here? Of course, here would be 40 divided by 2, which would give us 20. So that's how you do it. To get this center part, you multiply by 2. To get the other part, you divide by 2. Let's solve some questions that involve circle theorem and see how we can apply this theorem, especially this first theorem we've solved here, how we can apply them to different questions. So here are some questions here. The first one says A, B, and C are 3 points on the circumference of another circle. O is the center of the circle. So you can see the center O, right? O is the center of the circle. We can see the center O, and this is angle ACB. So the question now says angle AOB, which is the angle that has center O, the angle in O, angle AOB equals 112 degrees. And it says work out the size of angle ACB. So where is angle ACB? The one at C. So you can see now, this is angle in the center, and this is angle at the circumference. And remember the rule say, angle at the center is twice the angle at the circumference, right? So that means this 112 is 2 of C. So let's work it now. So the solution to this would be, since 112 is equal to 2 twice of A, so 2 times, let's say C now, let's use the angle of C. So therefore, 112 divided by 2 will be equal to C. Okay, so you see, this is how you work these angles out. And 112 divided by 2 is C, right? So then 112, which equals 112 divided by 2, which is 56. So therefore, angle ACB equals 56. Okay, so angle ACB equals 56. So that's 56 degree. So let's see the next ones. The first one says, let me get that up. Here we're asked to find the missing angles. And the first one is, we have A here. A is missing and we have 128, right? And remember what rule says, angle at the center is twice the angle at the circumference. So that means 128 equals 2 times A, right? So therefore, 128 divided by 2 would give us A. So therefore, 128 divided by 2 is 64. Okay, so A equals 64. The missing angle is 64 degree. Then the next one, we have B and we have 99. So for this one now, B equals 2 times 99, right? So this one is simple. So we just multiply 2 times 99 and B equals 198. Okay. For number 3, we have C and we have 21. But there is something you need to note here. You can see that in others that we solve, our angles were outside here, right? All the angles were outside, but this one is inside. So how do we do this one that's inside now? What we do is we'll find the outer one, which is the outer one is the one that is twice the angle at the circumference. So let's just call this outer one x and call this one c. So we'll find x first. So x equals 21 times 2, right? X equals, so we're looking for x first. 21 times 2 is 42. So x is equals 42 degree. Now we found x to be equal to 42 degree. Next thing we need to do is to find c. Remember the angle in a total circle is 360 degree, right? So the angle in a circle is 360. So 360 take away 42 degree. That will be the value of c. So c equals 360 take away 42 degrees is 318. So that's the value of c. Okay, that's how you work it out. Note when it's inside and when it's outside. All right. So the next one, the fourth one. The fourth one says 224, and then we have d. All right. So 224 equals 2 times d, right? According to the theorem. So 224, which is 224, divided by 2 equals d. Now d equals 224 divided by 2. Okay, so d equals what now? D equals 112 degree. So this is how we work with the first theorem. Take note, this is how we work with the first theorem that we've done, which says the angle at the center is twice the angle at the circumference. Take note of this. All right, see you in the next video. Don't forget to subscribe, share, like, and comment. Thank you.